Manly, manly, men, 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 manly, manly, men, 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 manly, manly, men, 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 manly, manly, men.
I got mine's one.
Men,
Men, men, men, men, men, men, men.
What is going on, you guys? We are
The
the
Three
Three
Brown
Brown Guys, and welcome back to another episode of the 3BG
Brown
Connect
Guys.
podcast. Brr, 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 brr. We are what? Where are we, guys?
My basement.
Yeah.
We've been here for 5 days.
Help us, please. No, just kidding. We're in the back cave. We're in the man cave, back cave. It is your boy, Brada D, right over here.
Medicaid. Medicaid.
We got Medicaid in the house. Just kidding. It's your boy, Brada D. And guess what, guys? You just lost the game. Right next to me, we got Keanu.
Fuck, I lost the game.
Damn it.
It's okay.
What game? Oh, yes. Hi, Keanu. Yes.
We
Hello.
got Keanu, and right at the very
Hi.
end, we got our favorite type 1 diabetic. We got Jay.
It's a me,
one.
Jay.
And yeah, basically, we got here a brand new episode. It feels like it's been a while, but we're back and ready to rumble. Yeah. Speaking
we
of,
would get in trouble if we got a shirt that said "I'm type 1"?
no,
Not if I'm wearing it. Right?
it'd be pretty
don't know.
offensive if you wore it and you were not
I
type
guess
1.
we can.
Yes.
That would have been a fun merch idea. I'm type 1.
I'm type 1.
Or I'm weird and ... I'm type 1. Never mind.
Oh.
Merch ideas coming soon. No, it's not.
No, probably not. But anyway, sorry. Just speaking of Rumble, I don't know why this just came up. Rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. This
In
guy
the corner,
likes
we
wrestling.
got from the Pride of Philippines. We got Darian Keanu. And to my
Magandang
left,
soyot, belegot.
to my left, we got the one and only. His ring name is T1. Stands for Type 1. The J, La, N, O.
Yeah. He's number 1.
Number 1 in your hearts,
For
and number
life.
1 in your insulin pens. All right, here we go.
But
Is that
Anyway.
bad? Sorry.
no, it's not bad. He's just number 1.
Okay.
Anyway,
We're on a couch. We're going to get super comfortable.
yeah.
So.
Kill me.
But anyway, how you doing, guys? It's been a
Oh,
while.
good.
Yeah, it's been a while. We've been
Yes.
doing a whole bunch of things lately, but
I'm doing great. My back hurts.
we're living. His back hurts. His
I'm on.
shoulder is all
I
messed
haven't
up.
been at work. I haven't. Let's not get into it. But hey,
Work.
I'm not faking it. Anybody from work watching this?
All in all, he's doing great. Jay, how are you doing?
Positive.
I'm great.
Nice.
Nice.
Can you hear
What's that?
Jay if he talks into my like that?
Check.
Okay.
We're
Sick.
good.
Yeah.
I'm just
Basically.
making sure.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
No, it's all good. Yeah. So basically, we're back and
What?
I like the way Jay's holding his mic.
we're back, and
It's good. Yes.
week 4.
No, last one was 4. This is
Oh.
5.
This is 5.
5. Sorry,
After
week
4.
5.
Whatever
of
it is.
the Connect podcast. Basically, you already know how it goes. We're all doing great. We're all back together again. We're reunited and it feels so good. And yeah, you already know. We got
Skilly
TNT.
do.
We got trends and thoughts.
Ooh.
Trends and thoughts. Do we have any trends and thoughts for this week, yo?
I know you do.
I know I do. I do want to show a little bit of this. So I want to talk a little bit more about my Pookie Bear, my love of my life,
Oh.
LeBron James.
Whoa, what?
So LeBron James is my Pookie Bear that I worship day and night. I want to show y'all something.
What's happening?
There's this thing on TikTok. I don't know if you've seen, but on TikTok there's a meme of where it's a really bad picture of LeBron James, like freaking saturation at its highest.
Yes.
And he's like golden, like a ray of sunshine. And I'm gonna put it into the microphone, and possibly you might see it in the camera here.
You are my sunshine. Who's that by?
He sings "You Are My Sunshine."
Sings it, but I sing it to my kid every night. You are my sunshine.
My only sunshine.
That's my Pookie Bear, LeBron James. Have you guys seen this trend before?
No.
Wait,
No?
is this when they all the fans in the arena like
Yes,
bang that song?
yes. So
yeah, I see
all
that
the
video.
fans in the arena. Okay, during like I don't. Was
By the
it a
way,
Lakers
I gotta
game?
take a piss. Go.
Okay, go pee, go piss, girl. Anyway, basically, yeah. There's a lot of fans at a Lakers game, and they had sunflowers, and they were singing "You Are My Sunshine" while like LeBron is just like in his moment, and like they're just singing "You Are My Sunshine," and that was Christina Perri, the same girl who sang that one Twilight song. No,
And I need you.
that's not Christina Perri.
Oh,
That's 1,000 Years by what the hell was her name?
Christina Perri.
No, not Christina. not Christina. But anyway,
Aguilera.
she sang that one song from Twilight, 1,000 years, not 1,000 miles, but 1,000 years. So Christina Perri does this cover of "You Are My Sunshine," and I've been singing it all over the place. And there's this Hawaiian version where Kimi A. Minor's version is being played over it. Sorry, I'm like, you have to check it out. Look. Look, LeBron is King Kamehameha. It's my favorite. So anyway,
The things that pop up on Darian's For You page.
It's
Hey, man.
legendary.
what do you guys think about that?
Don't know. I don't know.
It happens to the best of them.
Hey, LeBron
No.
James, if you ever want to jump on our podcast, let us know.
We'll
That'd
sing.
be something. That'd be something.
So LeBron, where do I begin? My Pookie Wookie Bear.
Whoa.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. That's why I wore yellow today, because I want to be just like you, my hummus Lebrone. Anyway, wrap it up here.
Next one.
Got any trends and thoughts?
I don't. Was that what you wanted to share with us?
That was the only
You didn't want to tell us what it was.
Wait, so he made that? Like he sang the
No, it's
song?
not
No,
him.
he didn't sing the
Somebody
song.
sang it at what? One of his games?
So I'm not too sure at how this whole
Oh, it's
thing
like a
got
meme.
started, but it's just a meme. It was just a meme that got started because there was a whole meme about LeBron James in Space Jam, right? The newest one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like they started up this stupid trend, like, oh, it's LeBron James, and they had this toy thing. You know, remember that toy from like childhood days where you have to like you get to stretch it out and like you get to mold its body in whatever shape you want it to.
Slime?
Kind of like there's like slime.
I'll see that too.
No, kind of like slime inside a doll, where you can move its limbs and whatever. So LeBron James had a doll like that, and basically everybody would take that doll and throw it off of heights of buildings, and then they would look at LeBron James.
Oh, like that gorilla.
Yeah, like the gorilla one.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah,
that,
the gorilla.
but except LeBron
You know the
James.
gorilla?
Yeah, I know the gorilla one.
Yeah. So
I had a Mr. Fantastic one.
I had one too,
I had
bro.
Mr. Fantastic, yeah.
I had a Jeff the Wiggles thing.
What?
Remember Jeff?
I know from the Wiggles, yeah.
The Wiggles.
That's the
He
other
has one too.
No.
No, which one it is.
No. That's
Jeff is purple.
Jeff is purple. He was the
Asian
one
is
always.
red.
No.
Asians are yellow. Fool. No, wait. What?
No. Oh, the
Wait,
Asian was
Asian-
yellow.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't Asian.
There's an Asian guy.
There was an Asian guy, but it was Jeff, the purple one, who always fell asleep.
Oh. Who's
Yeah.
the Asian guy?
The purple
Oh.
one. Yeah.
His name was Jeff?
His name was Jeff. The yellow guy,
My
his
name's
name was not Anthony. I don't know. Anyway,
Sorry for sounding.
Flash
Wiggles is
forward.
fruit salad, right? Fruit salad.
Fruit salad, yeah.
Yummy, yummy.
And he had Jeff had a whole song dedicated to him. Wake up, Jeff.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wake up, Jeff.
Anyway,
Get
flash
Jeff.
forward to my Pookie Bear, LeBron James. There's this video of his fans singing "You Are My Sunshine" in a basketball stadium, and yeah, basically just
That
started off
sounds-
as that. That was basically it.
All from a meme.
All from a meme.
Wow.
Mm.
And then people started to make variations of it. There's this one. Filipino LeBron James.
Is that when his the white?
He's wearing his barong. Look.
Oh wait, no.
My Pookie Bear, so handsome, so guapo.
Where are we going?
I don't know. Anyway, that was that. That was literally it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and skip past LeBron James. I'm getting a little tired of LeBron James, but never ever fully tired of you, Pookie Bear.
I've never been so confused.
So I do want to go ahead and bring up a coworker of ours. Her name is Tiana. Little shameless plug for Tiana. Boom, right here. But she gave us a really cool.
Here.
Oh,
Look
and here.
Sarah. Boom.
Doesn't watch the podcast.
She won't know anyway.
I'm so sorry, Sarah.
But she brought up a really cool idea to talk about. We're kind of jumping to maybe not Let's Get Serious in a mixture of Dysfunctional Mind, because we get to talk about our worst and best or craziest moments on stage and backstage. Like, since we all like to do theater and
We're
we
theater
like to perform,
kids.
we're
If you
dorks.
didn't already know that.
Yeah, we're freaking weird.
That's
Yeah.
how we met each other.
Nah,
We're
we're
all
not.
weird.
Exactly.
And Jay is
Haha.
Still
type
type
1
one.
diabetic. Diabetic.
Always
Diabetic.
diabetes. But yeah, so one thing that she did mention to us that we should talk about is some of our worst moments that might have happened on or off stage, like any mishaps, anything like that.
Worse as in funny or worse as in like.
Yes, just literally anything that you can imagine with worse things that might have happened on or off stage.
Okay. Let's do it.
Worst things.
All right. Who's going to go first?
I can think of one thing that happened for you. You mentioned it a bunch. It was when you did Into the Woods.
Oh, talk
That's
about
exactly
that.
what I was going
Yeah.
to mention. Which part? There's a couple
And-
mishaps.
Yeah, no, any part. Share all. Share all.
I think I don't even know if it's a best or worst moment, but it's a moment. If you ever seen Into the Woods or heard about the musical, I played Prince Charming or Cinderella's prince, and I had a plastic horse. It was like a horse that you see on those carousels,
Oh yeah.
and it was literally a plastic horse that was put onto like a platform of wheels, and that was my horse that I would get on. I would ride off into whatever the scene was.
Yeah.
So there's a scene. I jump on the horse. I pass my rope off to somebody that's off stage, and they pull me off slowly. And it's supposed to be this funny moment where whatever. So I get on the horse. I do the rope thing. I give the rope to my friend. His name's actually Kekai Rupati.
Oh, last name too.
Yeah, if you can find him. I haven't talked to him in years. But I gave the rope to the guy, and his brother actually, which is also named Keanu. They both had it, and they're supposed to pull me off slowly, supposed to do this thing, and supposed to get pulled off. Well, the front wheel got caught onto the curtain at Polycoo Theater. It got caught onto the curtain, so I got stuck on stage, and I was stuck in this position like this, looking off into the distance like this, and I'm just getting pulled off, and then the wheels. You ever heard a wheel getting dragged? It sounds like a big farting noise.
Yeah.
So there's a big farting noise going on as I'm on this freaking plastic horse, just slowly getting dripped. And I have to not break character. There's people. It's a serious scene too. I just have to sit there and try and not laugh. That was probably the worst because I don't know. The worst one is I slapped my friend in the face by accident.
This freaking starts up right here. Boom, straight up.
Same show.
Same show.
This is why you don't add stuff that wasn't directed to you by your director, unless it's.
Pro tip:
I mean, you can add stuff, but like, do it within like meaning.
the boundaries of your director.
I slapped my friend by accident. Granted, it was her fault, but
Damn.
no, the scene was she's supposed to walk to me. I was supposed
Right.
to like walk away and like not pay any attention. Like I don't want to be a part of you. But I decided, it'd be funny if I push you away. So I was supposed to just like kind of like nudge her, but her face came right into the palm of my hand, and it made a loud sound too.
Oh.
And then on top of that, she reacted like this, and then she looked back, and then the audience just went, "Whoa!" And I was like, "Oh God!" That was and I saw my director just writing down if you're a theater kid, you know what it's like to get notes from your director, writing down his notes from him. Yeah, I have a lot. There's a lot with that same show. Any from the show that we did together?
In the Heights. Oh
Was there any,
man.
Like bad or like good?
I mean, there was.
Yeah.
I feel like our run of our show was pretty chill.
Pretty smooth.
You know, there's a couple people.
Yeah. It was a smooth. It was.
There's a couple people that everybody agreed on, but it's whatever.
We shall not speak of that.
We shall not speak of that.
Never. Ever. But I do remember. It was a dress rehearsal where everyone freaked the hell out.
Oh
So
yeah.
It was during
one?
a dress rehearsal
Yeah.
for
Oh.
In the Heights, and basically I played Benny, and right after blackout, look at the fireworks at the very end. Benny and Nina, originally they have a kiss right at the when the fireworks in Washington Heights, but our director at the moment said like, hey, let's just keep it as like a hug, you know. And I'm like, okay, I guess that works. Like, a nice embrace at the very end because we found each other, right? And it was right before we got on for blackout. Our director is just like, hey, you know what? Let's just do the kiss. Just do it. And then, me and I don't know, shall I say?
It's up to you.
Yeah.
I mean, she's
Me
cool.
and Kimie Fujioka. She played Nina. Rosario, and basically me, her, and our director kind of got all together, talked about it a little bit to see if we're comfortable with it. I said I'm fine with whatever. She said she was fine with whatever, and he was like, "All right, do it." And we're not. We didn't even disclose anything with like the rest of the cast, so
Yeah,
he
so
didn't.
It was
know.
a good surprise for all of us.
Everybody throughout rehearsals, it was always a hug. When we rehearsed it, we saw the hug, so everybody
Yeah.
thought the hug. So it's the first time. This is like a week before opening too.
Yeah.
Like a week before opening. It was our full like dress rehearsal. Might have
Yeah.
been tech. Was there tech there too?
It was. We were all like good, like dress rehearsal. I think it was days before.
I think
opening.
it might have been
It might have been days before opening, but it was
Our
crazy.
friend Kylie was in the audience that day.
Yeah.
Oh,
I remember
I
that.
remember that. She couldn't watch the show, right? She had
Yeah.
to go back to college, so she got to go watch the dress rehearsal. for
And
the
her
show.
reaction was the best.
Yeah.
Her reaction was what everybody on stage wanted to do.
Yeah. Well, basically, it did happen though, right? Because then, like, in Washington Heights, it's a literal blackout right after, because that's the end of Act 1. And right when we started to walk towards each other, that's when the kiss happened. And then I can just feel like eyes are on us, and they're like, "Oh my god, they're kissing!" And I don't know, I just felt like I could feel
what
like
was
these
the last
guys.
pose before that?
Here, I'll
Before you
tell you,
guys kissed?
Just
and
looking-
look at the fireworks. Like we're standing and
Yeah.
look at the
Stepping.
fireworks. Look at the fireworks. Light of the night sky. And
Light of the night sky. Dun,
Light of the night
dun.
sky. Dun, and Washington
Washington
Heights.
Heights.
And we're just staring out into like fireworks. Right?
Yes,
That's what's
looking at the
happening.
fireworks.
So we're looking downstage, and everybody's standing still. Everybody's literally in one pose. The only people that are moving are Dee and Kimie, or Benny and Nina.
Yeah.
They're running towards each other, and everybody can just kind of see it happen. And the hug happened, or the embrace happens, but then they kissed. And I remember thinking all I heard was Kylie, and it's like, woo! somebody just screamed. One person screamed, and then everybody's just like trying not to move, like hold it to blackout, because everybody started to freak out.
I looked.
Darian's like,
yeah.
Jay's like,
you and Kimmy were like in this like the same.
Yeah, you're like in the same
and then I
plane.
was like, Washington Heights.
Yeah.
I couldn't,
That's
like,
why I could feel like eyes on us. I'm like, oh god, I don't think they knew,
Dude,
or I don't
we
think,
all-
yeah.
we all
So
that was
cheered.
funny.
that was pretty funny.
I mean,
that was crazy.
it was
but
that was a good moment.
Yeah.
I forgot about that, man.
that was funny.
In the Heights days, man, those were great.
If I were to do a show like again in a heartbeat, it would probably be in the Heights.
Oh yeah.
especially with these guys,
Yeah.
man. These guys
I
were
want to do a
great.
show with the three of them again.
For sure.
I know one for you,
Which one?
and I want you to share it, but I'll start off purposing 96,000.
Oh shoot! Oh man, I think I already know where this is going.
Wait. Like,
Let me hear it. Let me hear
what
it.
I
Let me hear it.
did?
Yes, what you did.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
That
so we have
this is
lottery
the
tickets,
be-
the fake ones, and everyone has one because they're all like want to win like the big like prize money, whatever. And as we're passing it out, like we have like, what's it No, sorry, thank you. Hi,
Hi.
Amanda.
Oh look,
So
it's
we
my other half.
Hi, Amanda. Okay, so what happens was we had the fake lottery tickets, and
Yes.
we're looking at it, 96,000. We wrote so much shit on it, like stupid stuff, like 96,000 inches or something like that. Or I actually drew like a huge one time, and as I'm like showing it to people,
You have to bleep
It's
all
like-
of this out. Sorry, babe.
yeah, as I'm showing to like people, oh look the ticket, oh look 96,000. Like everyone's reaction is supposed to be shocked, like what? But people are like,
Yeah, it was so
trying to hold
hard.
it in, and we just did we did that for like every show.
Every show.
It was
a
different
thing.
every show. And, I think the one part that truly got, because I have a line right at the beginning where it's like 96 or something lotto. So
Yeah.
ticket lotto. And
if I
then,
won the lotto tomorrow,
yeah, I say something like, oh, I forgot what the line was. I say something, but
Yeah.
then we're all, me, Jay.
How much is the payout?
How much was the payout? It better be $500 or something like that. And me, Jay, Sterling, his name was Sterling, and Angelo, we're all looking at this ticket, right? So the four of us, and all we see is like either some huge 96 inches or something so stupid, like, like a big, just the word. I would look at it. I'm supposed to be looking at it with intent, but I can feel my lips start to tremble because I want to laugh so bad. And I look over to Sterling, and I can tell he wanted to laugh really bad too. I'm just like, oh
my
wow,
goodness.
bro! Like, look at this ticket. And that's when Jay goes around and shows everybody the ticket. And I'm like, thank God. I turned my back away from the audience, and I'm like holding my lips, trying to like not laugh, but I remember it. So like,
I felt
distinctly.
bad for doing it, honestly. Like throughout
Nah, it was-
the
No,
rehearsals.
that's
It was
what
good.
that's
It
what
was
creates
funny.
memories, man. That's
Yeah.
what makes
Eh.
it. That's what really makes.
Favorite
I'm
memory
glad
of Jay's.
yeah.
You ever saw Frozone and Incredibles running? Like when he throws his ice.
Hey,
in
shut
front?
up!
You ever seen when he throws his ice in front? That finale scene, like Jay's character, which he played Sonny, he like Usnav is about to leave, but then he decides that he's not gonna leave because he sees Abuela on top of the grate, and he's like, I'm not going, blah blah blah, and then he tells Sonny to go tell the world and tell everybody.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to like run off in excitement off of the stage, and he just always ran with his like Frozone, like he just was like, it's like everywhere, and you fed into it so much, and you kept doing it, and got more intense every time you got back on stage. It was
Frozone,
Frozone,
Quicksilver, the Flash.
Quicksilver,
The
yeah,
Flash.
any fast superhero. Yeah,
I
that
should
was,
walk like. No, never mind. I'm gonna scratch that.
one day.
Yeah.
I'm not going, just walks. Like,
Okay, shoot.
cool.
Oh man,
Oh,
that was pretty
nice.
crazy.
I love doing on stage extra work. You know,
Yeah.
like because we have the cashier stuff, right?
Yeah,
And we have like, it's just a concession, and there's like candy bars, chips, and the things I just do like at random just because I'm trying to kill time on stage is just so fun.
Yeah.
Because like Nina's singing and I'm there just like scanning like 50 Twix bars to myself, or like
Yeah.
mix and matching. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I remember
miss them.
recording a couple of clips too. Like you were, I don't know if you were throwing candy at Sterling or something like that. you either throwing candy or you guys were like messing around with the candy like backstage. I wish I could just cue a video right here because I have all the clips. But I remember looking back and I'm like, man, the stupid stuff that we pulled on stage, man. It's-
We
So
did
funny.
a lot of random stuff off stage too. I love like trying to make people break. I mean, I know
Oh,
it's
that's
not a
the
good
best.
thing to do for a show, but
Mm.
when you're like, you gotta spice it up a little bit. So
Yeah.
I enjoyed trying to make people break. I wasn't really good at it, but yeah, Jay was definitely good at it. I used to look over at Jay doing that show, and I would see him like playing with the Reese's bars, or like kind of just like playing with it weird. Yeah, there was Reese's bars back there, man. Recess
One more time.
bars.
Reese's. You said Reese's.
You
right?
said Reese's?
Whatever, bro.
What the
I don't
hell?
have a specific way of saying it.
Reese's? Sorry.
I don't Reese's.
Racist. Oh, never mind.
Next.
Nope.
Reese's
yes.
Pieces.
Reese,
No, yeah.
Reese's Pieces. Yeah.
That was those are all good moments. I don't have really like a bad one.
Any
I
like
mean-
on stage mishaps or even backstage mishaps. I mean, I know you just mentioned like the whole wheel thing.
Yeah, the curtain didn't go up once during the second
Yeah.
act, and the band kept playing.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So the narrator dropped on the floor, rolled out, because there's enough room for him to like roll under.
Yeah.
So he dropped. So it's like second act of Into the Woods, and it's supposed to be Once Upon a Time, ding, the ding, and then there's things that's happening. But the curtain got stuck.
Didn't go
so
up.
he dropped on the ground, rolled under, and the band was still going. And he jumped up and he said, Once Upon a Time. And as soon as he said that, the curtain fixed itself and went back up.
Nice.
So it was a great moment and improvised for him. His name's Jordan Weinkoff. He's actually a cool guy. But yeah. Oh, I should have brought my sword. I still have my sword from Into the Woods. I thought about bringing it. I saw it today. Yeah, I don't have any bad ones. Like,
Oh man, I had this recent one.
that's shin splints ones.
Oh, shins during which show?
Into the Woods. A
Oh,
lot of it happened
jeez.
during Into the Woods. I had to wear boots and jump all over the place. It hurt.
Oh man, I mean that's a physically draining show. More so mentally. That's a long show, bro.
It is.
Into the Woods is so long.
No offense to any, like, it was a good show. The cast was great. But like, I got bored during the show just because it's so long and there's a lot of like, it just drags a lot.
Yeah.
I've done a couple. You've done a couple. I have a question for afterwards, but David Hansen, you're
Oh.
in it.
No,
You got
yeah.
to see it. We'll talk about that later. But
Yeah.
any, there has to be.
Oh, there was this one like really
Bad
not
ones?
really bad,
Or
but
like,
like
not even bad or
it
good, or
was
like,
it was crazy because then there okay, so it was it was right after I was like done singing For Forever, and Cynthia, her name is Susan, she comes up to me and she says her line, "Thank you, Evan, thank you," and she gives me a hug, and it's a blackout, right? And during that blackout, that's when they strike all of the props, the tables and whatnot. And it was during, thank God it was during a, I don't know if it was during a matinee on a Saturday. It might have been a Saturday night. Who knows? But it was right after For Forever. And that show specifically, my mic was just popping. Like it was, you can hear it on the loudspeakers, everywhere, the monitors. And it was loud. Like I can see audience members get scared every time it popped. Because, and I can tell it was me, it was my mic, because every time I move my neck left or right, or even look down, like so dramatically, it will pop. So I was like, damn, what am I gonna do? And I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna stick through it until after Sincerely Me, because that's the next song. But I can see the tech guys like waving me down, saying like, get off stage. And I'm just like, I did this in the darkness, and they saw me. I'm like, no, I'm not getting off stage. I'm gonna pull through with this. But I can feel my left arm get tugged by a stagehand saying like, yo, you got to get your mic off right now. You got to like, and plus it was hard for me to get my mic off because it was all wrapped up in my mic belt. So I had to like take my shirt off, and I had to undo my mic belt, take off my mic pack, and they had to put on a whole new set of a mic. And it's not one of those easy to wear, like just wrap over your ear and stuff like that. There's this whole mechanism thing going on. So I think within that time within the blackout of me actually staying on stage for a little bit because I was being stubborn, and me getting off stage to fix it took probably about a good minute and a half. Ooh. Which is like, if you're a theater person,
that's forever.
10, even 5 seconds of silence on stage feels like eternity.
Yeah.
So I don't know how the audience was, but they could tell. I think they gave me enough grace to know that, all right, he's probably getting his microphone changed, so we'll just give him his time, and then he's going to come back on stage. And when I did, they started applauding and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks, guys. I don't know.
Like, finally.
No, but that was crazy. It felt like forever, man. It felt like more than
like
5
forever?
minutes. Literally for forever. Yes. But that was something. That was a little something.
Mic mishaps.
Oh, should. Thank you. See, it's such perfect timing.
I was waiting because I saw that bed, and I was like, I wonder if they've ever broken it.
Okay, so Evan has a bed. He stays in his bedroom a whole bunch during the show. Well, not a whole bunch, but he stayed in his bedroom a lot. And basically, my bed is not an ordinary bed where you have like a sturdy frame, as you can say. It's literally made out of like 2 inches of plywood to support a mattress. And whenever we sat on it, it would make this kind of small creaking sound. And I'm like, all right, it's not too bad. Even from our set director too, he's like, oh yeah, just make sure not to like fully jump on the bed. But it was during Only Us.
Yes,
Oh my God. Yeah. So after Only Us, me and Zoe, the character Zoe, we lean back onto the bed during blackout after the song is done. It always happens during like a blackout. Anyway,
Everything goes on.
anyway, like we lean back because we're supposed to act like, all right, we're hanging out because we're home alone and stuff. And I lean back and all you hear is just like, it sounds like a really loud twig snapping. And we were supposed to get applause because that's when the song ends, but silence. Nobody claps because they were just like, I feel like they were concerned or something like that. Were you at that show? No. Oh, I told you about it though. Yeah, it was crazy. Like all you hear is just like a twig snap. We look at each other in the darkness. We're like, what the hell's going on? Like, and then we were just like, you know what? Let's just go on to the next scene. And right after the show, we look underneath the bed because the bed actually lifts up so that it's good for like saving space. And we see just both pieces of plywood just snapped in half. And we're just like, damn, I'm fat, bro. It was just on my side. Like it wasn't even on her side.
She is a small human being.
Yeah. So a person who plays Zoe Murphy, she's skinnier than I am, that's for sure, because she didn't break it. But I broke my side of the bed once I leaned back, and I'm like, damn, I'm fat.
You're not fat.
Thanks. I'll try to believe that. I'm just kidding. Anyway.
Oh, mine.
Yes.
Any bad stuff? I don't think so. It's more like mischief. Not mischief, but like it's more like just random stuff. Like once we did like t-shirt theater, like I forgot it was like at UH Window in the Kenny Theater. We had like this whole I guess like group of like different acting groups from high schools, and they had like a showcase or whatever. And I was stagehand helping the kids you know, cues and whatever. And it was like their big finale number, and it's like the song. I forgot which song it was, but me and our friend Dixon, I think, like we were like just jamming to the song to a point where my dance moves was like air humping, like you know, like doing a push up,
like the ground,
like ass going, you know, like that.
Yeah.
And then I think I distracted one of the kids, and then he starts laughing. He gets hit by like one of the dancers, and like there's like a huge mess on not a huge mess, but like you know, a small portion of it. And then afterwards, one of the kids were like really mad because we kind of distracted them, and you know, I felt bad. I did, but you know, I was laughing my ass off because I was like just air humping.
I felt really bad, but I was still laughing my ass off. You know.
I don't know.
I feel bad, but not really.
I don't focus too much on like the negative stuff, and I don't have that much to like think about.
Well,
you know,
because Jay's perfect.
No, I'm not perfect.
He's a perfect performer.
No,
and so is Keanu.
No, he's a really good doubt. No.
I almost lost an arm during a show.
Oh God.
Yeah.
What happened?
I was in Les Miserables. I was a part of the people that was fighting the Revolutionary War or whatever the heck the war they were fighting in it. I forget. But I had a fake gun in the show, and I die on top of this barricade. So the scene is we all get shot, and we're all like dying in slow motion. So I threw my gun over the barricade, so I didn't have to hold it or that it didn't make any noise, and I would give it to the people that was behind the set that had to move the barricade afterwards. So I did that. I did this motion. I'm like laying down uncomfortably on this raggedy, rigid barricade. But the strap from the gun, because it was like the 1800s style, got wrapped around my arm as my arm. So my arm hung over and it was wrapped around it, cutting circulation.
Yeah.
So I'm already hanging my arm over. On top of that, there's this heavy gun that is wrapped tight around my arm, and my arm just started to go numb. But I couldn't move it.
Because you're dead.
Well, nobody could see it, but I was trying to move it but it was falling. It was like going numb fast.
Yeah.
So I was trying to get like the people behind the thing. I was like, hey, can you get the gun off? And like nobody was doing anything for a good and we're on there for a minute. After we die, we're like on there for 2 songs.
Yeah.
So we're just sitting there for like 2 songs, which is probably like a good 10 minutes.
Ooh.
I don't think the gun got moved off of my arm until like 4 minutes in. or something like that. But it felt like forever. Finally, my friend Blake, I think it was Blake, I don't even know, don't remember, got the gun off. But yeah, I almost lost an arm during a show.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's probably my worst experience.
Oh man.
What was the other question that was on here?
I don't know. Oh, I did want to bring up another time where I just ripped my pants on stage.
Ooh,
or not on. Oh,
I've done that.
Yeah,
I've done that.
it was during
Rip clothes on stage.
Yeah. Have you ever like had a
costumes
wardrobe malfunction?
Yeah, no. See,
That's
Jay's perfect.
touching me. I'm not touching
I had dirty ass feet for a show.
Get back to me.
Okay. Our costumes once smelled like crap. Anyways.
Oh yeah. So, sorry. Oof. Going back, there's a show, Children of Eden. It was playing at Polycoup
You
Theater.
ripped one of those pants.
So in the show, Children of Eden, it's very ensemble heavy.
Yes.
And the ensemble, we had like this general type of costume. So we had this really, it looked stretchy, but it's not. It's literally.
It did look loose.
Yeah, it was loose, but it wasn't stretchy.
Wasn't in the show.
Yeah, it was very comfortable pants. So it was comfortable pants, but it wasn't stretchy at all. So even if we tried to like bend down too much, we might tear it in like our leagues in our leagues or something, in our legs.
I thought leaks was an actual thing. Name
Sorry.
of like a pant.
Sorry, I meant to say legs. You can tear it like in your knee. I meant to say knees, but I said legs and
You're doing
knees.
great.
Thank you. Anyway, it was Act 2, and the song to start off was called Generations, and it was crazy. Yeah, no, it's such a good song. As there's this platform that we had, there was like a 5 level platform, and I was on the second highest, I think. And basically, as I was trying to make my way up, I was like, all right, I'm gonna do some stretches before like we start singing or whatever.
It's
So
the
I can
beginning
just
of
open
Act
up.
2.
Beginning of Act 2.
With you, Dane, Bailey, and
Cassie.
yeah, okay,
Yeah,
I
so-
remember. That is a good song.
Yeah. So like I was getting up onto my platform, and then I was like, you know what? I think I can be able to stretch my leg all the way up to the second highest platform. So I tried. My foot can reach, but then as I pushed off with this leg, all I hear is just a I'm like right up my ass crack. Like you can see my underwear. I was thankful that I was wearing underwear that day, but it literally like I had like a whole crack rip in my yes. And it wasn't even that soft too. Like it wasn't just me that heard it. It was like everybody around. They're like, Darian, what was that? And I'm like, guys, that was my pants. And that was literally like 30 seconds because they already called places. Yeah, they called places, and the whole time we're supposed to be swaying. Sorry, you can't see me. We're supposed to be swaying like this, right? And there's one part where we turn around and face toward the characters, but I'm doing this, trying to walk with my legs super close together like this so I can keep the crack, like the rip together. And I just turn this way. I don't even turn fully, and I'm the only one sticking out like a sore thumb who's not going full out. But that's a story of how I rip my pants.
I'm sorry, you don't wear underwear every day?
No, I do wear underwear every day, but then I'm just I'm just saying it's a figure of speech. I think it's a figure of speech. But I was just saying, like, I'm very grateful that I'm wearing underwear. That was the same color as my pants too, so it didn't look too bad. Anyway, that was that.
I don't have any costume malfunctions. I had to wear a prosthetic nose once, and
Ooh, was that Shrek?
no, it was
Noise.
it was the wolf in Into the Woods.
Oh,
Yeah, but I didn't know prosthetic glue burns. Or like
Glue?
kind of like like this prosthetic that glue that they use. I guess like I don't know how to explain what the heck it is, but it just kind of like it doesn't burn. Like, oh my gosh, I gotta get it off. But like there's like a little like heat sensation where it kind of just
yeah.
like I don't know. It's hard to get off too. It's a pain in the butt to get off. I don't. I haven't had one. I had one for my friend Noni played the Beast in Beauty and the Beast when we did that, and he sneezed in his prosthetic nose.
Oof.
And
Wait,
that was rough. My mom had to blow his nose for him.
Eh.
Yeah, that was. I don't. But yeah, I don't have it.
That was something.
Best costumes though I've ever had. Beauty and the Beast for sure. Beauty and the Beast was the best costumes I've ever had.
Oh, costume wise, that's hard. Best costume.
Best costumes. I mean, I've done a couple. I mean, The Wiz was probably a good one too, but
Eh.
Beauty and the Beast, because we rented too from New York.
Oh yeah, never mind. I forgot you guys did the Wiz too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your guys with customs are pretty.
Oh yeah, everybody. I mean, I thought because it was incredible.
Yeah.
Anna Foster, you are a genius at creating costumes.
Ooh, shout outs.
All of these shameless plugs of names. Promise, we'll put it
Jake?
in the description.
What's that?
Anything?
Jake's perfect.
Stop.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Most of my costumes have just been like T-shirts. Like most of my I did T-shirt theater, HTY just
Yeah.
as a black shirt, and was it Sunny was just a tank top.
True.
I'll
Percy
say
Jackson was just a
Percy
shirt.
Jackson
and
was a shirt.
I'll say it would be Tarzan was the most unique.
I thought
yeah,
Tarzan. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
My
had.
favorite show.
Oh yeah, wardrobe malfunction.
Ooh.
I love Tarzan.
What was it? What was it? Shoot. It was during a recorded school show, I think, and we had to
I thought
do
you were gonna say something else.
like
sorry.
Dude, my legs
like
are
a fight scene with the Jaguar, and I had like a mic on. What the heck happened?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I had my mic on. We were doing like not flips, but like somersaults or like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And my mic fell as we were recording. I was like, oh,
Oof.
yeah, and then it kind of like yikes, that's something. But yeah, and I'll say that's the only favorite, most unique I had.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no,
Oh, there it is. Brain blast.
Got a blast.
LCC. I had
La
I did
Caca.
the merchant. No, I did Comedy of Errors, Shakespeare.
Mm.
Yeah, and I played like the crazy witch doctor. So I had like this robe, like a really rainbow looking old robe, like fishnets, gray
Wow.
gray long
fishnets.
hair and a beard. I had flowers in it too. That was my favorite role, I'll say, from a Shakespeare play,
Mm.
because I get to play like a crazy man, and
Ooh.
yeah, I stuffed fish in like my stockings too, because I was like my dinner, I was like, oh look, ooh, yeah. Anyway,
Did you know that Jay did burlesque? Ooh.
Did you know G directed a burlesque show too?
Ooh.
I didn't direct, I assistant directed.
Still the
Same-
same
difference.
thing. Just
It was a new thing.
Yeah.
that's cool, man.
I remember being brought up onto that stage.
Yeah, I'm glad it was
During-
you and not me.
That was really me sticking out like a sore thumb because it was
You were
like
wearing a neon.
it was a black box theater using black light or blue light, and I'm wearing like
A
you know
neon
like the
green
construction
shirt.
green long sleeve.
And then
I was
D was
shining.
so into his face at the time. And we were like, let's grab him.
At the
Oh,
time,
yeah,
I'm
true.
just kidding.
I mean, he is still,
We're
but like
still
he's,
are.
I was
yeah.
wearing
Sorry.
I was wearing a blessed long sleeve. Is like, and it was I'm over here getting danced on.
Who was it
by
that was
two guys.
dancing?
One of them was
Ren.
Ren.
Was it
Uh,
Ren?
Ren? Yeah,
I
Ren.
remember one being Ren.
Yeah.
Oh, who was the other one? Was there two?
There was two. It was like a tango
some
type
other,
of dance.
I forgot her name.
I don't
yes,
know.
you got
it was
danced
because
on
it
by
was
two.
Ren. It was because it was one guy, one girl, and then
Mhm.
they were doing like
Was it Crystal?
some
No, it wasn't Crystal.
they were doing like some weird
Oh, I can't remember.
tango duo.
That
thing.
was
Amanda's looking at you
Shoot.
funny.
5 years ago.
That was 5 years ago.
That was
Holy
5
crap!
years ago. Man,
That was crazy.
that's nuts. Go on.
But I think nothing really crazy
All right.
for me anyway.
I don't know. We can move on to the next one if you want. D.
yeah.
To you, your show, bro. I'm following you.
No, I mean, well, we're currently for Dear Evan Hansen. We've opened 3 weeks ago, and it's crazy because we're about to head into our 5th weekend now.
Woo.
And these guys, again, very grateful for them to come on down and watch the show. They went on the 22nd.
If you guys haven't got your ticket, you have to. It was so good.
Yeah,
It's a good show.
get one.
And if you missed it, sucks to suck.
It's okay. It's
Sucks to
alright.
suck.
After watching it and after eating stuff at Zippy's, I kept praising D of how good it was. Like
Yeah.
genuinely, it was.
I cried like a proud father.
Oh yeah, I made this guy cry.
I cried. Well, I didn't
Yes.
cry. Well, okay, the show was good. Like I would have cried if I just watched the show, but knowing D, and just like I said, I cried like a proud father. I was super proud of this guy. He killed the role. I think I went in thinking to myself too, like, Like I know he's gonna do good, but like when he did it, I was like, when somebody exceeds your expectations too, I was like, yeah,
Shoot.
it was good, man. And I tried to give him a hug afterwards and like have a moment with my son. That's what it felt like. It really felt like that. I don't know. I cried out of pure just proud. I was proud.
Thanks,
of the guy.
guys.
I've known D for like 10 years.
Dang, you're
Yeah,
old.
Yeah,
no, yeah.
10
I
years.
messaged Jay like a while ago. I was like, dude, it's been 10 years
Since we did like T-shirt theater together.
yeah,
And seeing him grow from T-shirt to where he is at now is just phenomenal.
little fat kid
like
to a
little
less fat kid.
But like you have to watch it. It's
You want to
so
see a picture
good.
of Darian when he's fat? Right here. Boom.
And then boom, boom, boom. No, I'm just kidding.
It's taking the whole screen. Holy crap. No, just joking.
Oh, damn.
I
One
was a
picture is
fat
all you
kid,
need.
too. And now I'm a older fat kid. Anyways,
Yeah.
go ahead.
But
Your character work was
Yeah, man.
amazing.
oh
Like,
man, I was just
he
gonna,
did his research. He put in the hard work into
he's
it.
lived through
Definitely.
it. I'm just joking.
No, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. I mean, like, although high school was like the pivotal moment of like me finding out my passion and what I want to potentially do as a career, there was this small break where I was doing t-shirt theater with Jay in my seventh grade year, and I had taken a break because I'm just like, I'll probably come back later. And I kept making promises to my director at the time for T-shirt theater, like, hey, I'm gonna come back. But I kept breaking that promise, and I'm like, oh shoot, I've probably disappointed him. I don't think he's ever gonna want to see me again. So I took this like from my 8th grade to my sophomore to junior year. I wasn't doing theater. I wasn't doing anything with singing, performing, whatever, because I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna hang out with these other guys, these other friends, and hopefully find some other passion there. But I somehow got drawn back into t-shirt theater because I got encouraged by the cast at that time. And they're like, hey, like, it's totally fine. Just come back, brand new heart, just fresh everything. Just come back and just, we'll welcome you back in with open arms. And junior year, kind of talked to my director at that time and, made a true promise saying like, hey, I'm going to stay committed. And I did. And I just stuck with it.
That was such a journey for you.
It was.
Because was it a petition?
I had, holy
You
crap.
had a petition, right?
I spoke with my director and I had to make a petition to get every single signature from the current cast. And mind you, we had like 30 or 40 guys in the cast at that time. So I had to get 40 signatures from basically every single person
Honestly,
in the cast.
I feel like that was unnecessary. You shouldn't it
wasn't, because I wanted to make a point. What? I wanted to make a point saying like, hey, I am committed to coming back and wanting to do t-shirt theater.
I mean,
again.
I'm glad you proved it, but
Yeah.
honestly, you could have just come back and like,
I don't know if you can hear me.
if it's your passion to do something, it should have been like free will. Like, I mean,
True.
yeah.
True.
But I'm glad he did, and
Yeah.
he did his thing, and now look at where he is now.
Yeah. But anyway, kind of going back to like, I did live like Evan. I've been so afraid of wanting to make friends at that time during the break, but then I was so deathly afraid of like not feeling like I fit in with this new group of friends. Like, so I always kind of jump back and forth from different friend groups, just trying to find other passions. Kind of ended up into this landslide of like, all right, I think I'm getting depressed. I don't know. And it wasn't until theater kind of came back into my life and kind of kick-started everything up again. So, yeah.
But yes,
Yeah.
Darian Hansen. Must
Yeah.
see. The whole cast was great. Whole cast. I got no complaints, honestly.
What were some of your favorite parts of our production, if you don't mind sharing?
Oh snap!
Thinking that there was a track playing in all the big ensemble numbers, especially at the end. I was very convinced, and I'm still really not even fully convinced that there's not a track playing, because it sounded so perfect. That it sounded perfect and it was clean, and that's also a shout out to the cast, but that's a shout out to that sound team too, because that, like, it was really clean. So I think that for me was the best moment, just to because the ensemble is small. Darian Hansen calls for a small cast. That packs a punch in the numbers that they do together. And they did that. So yeah, that was my favorite moments.
Mm-hmm.
I think seeing your comedic timing in this too was great. Your comedic timing.
A lot of
your
it.
character work too, man. Like Jay said, your character work was just great.
Yeah.
Like I said, I got.
It feels like I was watching, your snappy comebacks was just you, like genuinely as Darian.
Yeah.
I talked to a friend of mine that watched your show,
Mm-hmm.
and he said he's got to see Darian Hansen on Broadway. He saw Ben Platt. He saw it twice, I believe he said. So he saw it once with Ben Platt, and he saw the cast on Broadway. And he said he would rather have watched the Manoa Valley Theater Company.
Dang, that's crazy.
That's what he said. He said that he liked watching Manoa Valley theaters better than he did. And then he also went on to say like there hasn't been like local theater companies that he would watch a show and he wants to go watch it again, or he wants to see it more, right? And he said, but he watched Darian Hansen and he was like very much like, I want to watch the show again. So
Dang.
there's a lot of good compliments. I haven't heard really any negativeness. Is that a word? Negativity come from from the show itself. So like I said, kudos to the cast, kudos to the directing team and the band, live band, whoever was playing guitar, man. Wow. The guitar stuff in there was clean too. I gotta say, yeah, I was very much into it the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
I'll say, D, you just like I said, I can't stop praising you for all the things you did. Like
man.
I'll say my favorite parts were like
You're perfect.
all your
no.
emotional segments.
Oh
To
shoot.
like all like the one where you got the tie and start tying it, and or like
Yeah.
when you start having your breakdown,
Yeah.
like during the
speech.
speech, and I'm like, oh, I've never seen D in such a like serious, such a complicated like role. Like I've
Yeah.
never seen you usually like the comedic relief or the was it
Yeah,
the bad
it's-
guy? I forgot.
Well,
Some bad guy. So, but
without kind of sharing any spoilers, I don't care if our viewers do, but yeah, kind of Evan is really not really the bad guy, but he is he has good intentions but with really bad execution of his actions.
Yeah.
So it's just he knows what he wants. He knows what he wants to do for other people, but just the way that everything kind of snowballed, really kind of took a negative effect on him. And again, his action shows. His consequences are shown from his actions. So yeah, and like especially within those emotional moments too, like it's kind of good to reach into that vulnerable side of like my acting because like it's fun to see a deeper.
It was so good.
To see a deeper end.
Like all the smallest things that D does throughout the show.
Yep.
Like his those like
Oh yeah,
fidgeting,
Evan is
all
very
his, like,
social
eye,
link. Yeah.
movements. I was like, I've never seen someone so dedicated to his role or like so meticulous in like the smallest details.
Yeah.
I agree.
And like for you being on the floor like vulnerable for like when we watched it was like long. And you even told us like your director said longer.
Yeah.
And I was like,
That felt like forever.
it felt very powerful, honestly.
There was dead
No.
spaces where it was just no music, no dialogue, just pure acting. And like for people that think acting is easy, trust me, it's not. And yeah, you pulled that off, and it happened more than once too, where there was like again, it was just dead space, and it was meant to just see Evan basically break down, but like and I was just man.
Like
I
your
agree.
internal monologue was just like
Yeah, man.
on blast.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Yeah.
It's so good.
So applaud again to
like
you.
I had like goosebumps when I was just watching you. I was like, frick, like
I don't know if anybody from the cast of
And-
Darian Hansen watches this podcast, but if you do, my hat's off to all of you guys. The girl that played
Definitely.
Zoe, I knew you could act. I've seen you in a show before.
Asia.
I didn't know she could
Asia.
sing. I've heard you sing a little bit in the show, but it wasn't like on blast. Like you sang, like you have solos, you have a lot of like big songs in this, and to hear, bro, like man, tip my hat off to you. You can sing, girl. Sing your heart out, dude. Keep doing it.
I've never
Throw
heard.
my shoe.
The person that played Connor, awesome.
That's my boy, Presley.
Man.
Compliments to you, Presley.
Jared, perfect.
Shane.
perfect. Jared, the parents, awesome. His mom, awesome.
My mother.
You know, it was very much the what's her name? What's the other girl's name?
Alana.
Awesome. Alana was awesome.
Everyone
played Alana. I don't know you guys' real names, but yeah. Again, if you guys do watch this podcast,
All your extensions and was well deserved.
yeah,
Hope you guys
Oh
keep
man,
going.
we
but
extended 3 weeks, dude.
I'm
I'm
take the
That's
show
good,
on the
bro.
road.
Freaking dying.
Take the show on the road.
I'm the first to get it for like the rights, yeah. First to get rights.
Yeah,
outside
so
of-
like the state of Hawaii was granted the rights to the pre-release of like basically to this production,
Right.
and it's kind of like a little like a beta test. I could probably say it like that way because
So the teaser trailer.
yeah, from what I heard is that they might be actually releasing the full rights later on this year or possibly next year. But they are putting on a production in the UK later on this
Yep.
year too. So yeah, I mean we'll see how that goes.
such a big
But,
honor.
Yeah, Darian Hansen, guys.
Well deserved
We're
by
still
you
going to be
guys.
running for 2 more weekends up
the
until April
14th.
14th, and that's it. Oh, Paul, you can't watch it anymore. Sorry, not sorry.
Until they extend it again because it's so good. You should watch it.
Then
I don't
we'll
know,
have to tell
fool.
the next show. Sorry about it.
Sorry, death of a salesman. We're going to have to
Music Core,
extend.
is that a play?
I'm just kidding. That's a play.
Okay.
There's a lot of great people in that show that
Yeah.
I know of. But yeah, thanks guys. I
man.
appreciate you for kind of giving your thoughts, your reviews
kind
on the
words.
show. You know, I mean, we've heard a lot of great reviews about it too from like people who really don't like the show. Like they say like they watched it on Broadway and they said they didn't want to watch it again, but they gave it another shot at Manoa and they said it changed their whole perspective on their, I guess their likeness. No,
The
I
show
don't
is
know.
a hard show to watch.
It's yeah.
I mean, nobody's gonna front with that. It's a hard message to portray.
Yeah.
And some people don't want to hear the message of the show.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can put all of that aside, I mean, there's a good message in it. In every show, there's always a good
Right.
message in every show. But yeah, it was a good show. So good job, D. And again to the cast of Darian Hansen. Great job to all of you guys, man. That was great. So yeah, thanks, D.
Yeah, no, thank you
You
guys.
made me cry from the first song just because I was like, I saw, it's a hard song. Evan has hard songs to do, man, and he's
Oh
just
man, yeah. Evan's got some powerhouse. No, well, no, I wouldn't say powerhouse songs, but it's just very
consistent.
Again, consistent, especially with the notes.
Yeah.
It's very emotionally driven.
Yeah.
And mentally too. Sometimes I would have to think about what the hell am I gonna do at this next line? How am
Yeah.
I supposed to feel? And whatnot. I mean, that's with every song when you're performing it, right, for musical theater. But yeah, Evan just kind of takes it to a whole new level of trying to get in depth with it. But anyway,
Moving on.
yeah, moving on.
Closing
We've kind of come to
Thoughts.
that part of the episode where we get to share our closing thoughts about what we
Da-da-da.
talked about.
Clothing thongs.
Yeah, let's start
I
off
think-
with.
I
Clothing
want
thonks?
closing donks. I want to talk about we have it on
Closing
here, and since it's theater, and I think it's a good thing of like combining Let's Get Serious and also
Yeah.
closing thoughts, as the stigma of men doing theater. Who wrote LOL.
Oh, I did.
We have a shared
Yeah, I did.
notes. there.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, this is good. Like, let's get serious with our closing thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah, all this talk about
Theater.
theater, performing, especially for guys, right? So there's this stigma. I also shout out to Ty again with this other idea because, there's this thing where, straight guys do theater and do performing and, they get a lot of not hate for it, but they get a lot of comments about it saying
Yeah, a
like,
lot of
if you're not
I
really
did.
straight if you do theater, if you're a guy who does theater. It's like, no, those type of guys do exist. I mean,
Look at Troy Bolton. And look at
You
the
got-
three of us.
we got 3 of us. You got Zac Efron. He was a
He's a
theater
theater
dude
guy.
before he even got into High School Musical.
Yeah. True. Played Snoopy.
Yeah, you got Jeremy Jordan. He
Jeremy
has a
Jordan.
whole wife and a kid.
You got Jordan Fisher.
Jordan Fisher, a wife and a kid.
I think the stigma, like, it shouldn't, like, I think that's what, okay, one, I don't like bullies. I was bullied as a kid. Again, because I did theater, I was a 6-foot Samoan Hawaiian kid that should have been probably playing football, but I decided to, do theater and do musicals and whatever. And I did. I got a lot of heat for it, but like, I wouldn't trade it for anything. I think it's great, and I think that
I
stigma
agree.
should die down. Like, one,
Yeah.
you shouldn't judge anybody because of what they do.
Right.
And two, bullying's bad. I don't like bullies, man. Don't bully people.
Bullies suck. You should go die.
Okay. Whoa. Just get help. Just don't bully anybody.
How's that for a contradiction?
Being in the world where like diversity is like being normalized,
Yeah.
and like if it's something that you love to do and like you have a passion for it, by all means, just do it. Like
Yeah.
and yeah.
If you're in theater and you're a guy, if you are, how do I say this without saying? If you are straight, cool, good for you. If you're not, okay, like there's nothing
Cool.
wrong with it. Like there's nothing wrong with being straight. There's nothing
Theater's
wrong
not
with
just
being-
for the gays.
Okay, well, you could have said it that way too. But like,
Wow.
Although
I just don't. I don't think.
although
I
they
think
do it
people
way
should-
better though.
That
I'm gonna
is
give it to
true.
them.
That is true.
They do it way better.
That is true.
But we can
Actually,
do
wait.
it just as
I mean,
good. Hopefully.
Everybody's equal. Okay, everybody's equal. Yeah. That's all I got for closing thoughts, man. Is like, don't judge somebody because of what they love to do. That's just
Closing
horrible.
thoughts. After watching D, and all the latest things we've been doing, like concerts and stuff, shows, singing, I feel more inspired to just do more of it.
Yes, please do,
And
Jay.
to continue to
'cause you're
like
perfect.
better ourselves in our crafts and yeah,
Jay, you are perfect.
I'm not.
Every day.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I haven't done a show. I think I'm the one that hasn't done a show the longest out of the three of us. I miss it.
Not for long.
After watching Darian Hansen, I miss it even more. Just time and life and just work and things just kind of get in the way. And it's always been a passion of mine to do shows. I just haven't gotten back on it, especially COVID too. COVID kind of screwed us up, But yeah, I'm looking into probably auditioning for shows. We'll see. I'm auditioning. We'll see if I get in. If not, if I don't. But we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's always been after seeing your stuff. Yeah, and then we talked about backstage stuff. I miss that.
Yeah.
If there's a thing that I miss about shows, I miss one. I loved rehearsals. I loved seeing being around people every day or whatever it was to do rehearsals. I miss that stuff, and I miss the backstage stuff, the backstage banters, the pranks, that fun community time with each other. It's therapeutic. It keeps you sane, honestly.
Spending time with like-minded people.
Yeah. Yeah. In the Heights was the first show I ever did with adults, like people that actually like doing shows that were like, that was their passion, that was their dream, this is their life, is to do musical theater or theater. Sorry, that was the first show I ever did, and I enjoyed it so much. Like, I did shows growing up, but it was always like youth shows or like community, like not real like high school shows with like a bunch of. But like, this is the first show I ever did with like actual adults and like, like you said, like-minded people. So that was great.
It's good.
So yeah, thanks D for inspiring the world to get back on that saddle.
Had to be a
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess, and
Huh.
taking us for the ride, man.
No, yeah.
Get your tickets now.
Kind of
Again.
all in general. I'm a
Watch some more.
bunch it up into like one little group here. Yeah, I acknowledge and I agree with what all these guys said. Everything that happens within what?
This
What
is
am I
the most
saying?
serious This is
See?
you went from the most funniest podcast to the most serious podcast we've ever had.
We have to. It's a fluctuation. We have to go up and down.
It's a what?
We've talked
Fluctuation.
so much in this one that we didn't even know.
There's something bad.
That's a big word for Elmo.
Oh,
What?
Fluctuation. Bing.
All right,
Yeah.
Jay.
But yeah, thank you so much for watching
Hi.
3BG Connect podcast episode
3BG
number
Connect,
5.
Panette.
And yeah, any last words, Jay?
I drank some juice.
Mm.
Bye.
Drink some